Welcome to class. I'm going to teach you how to get everything you want. My credentials are, I've been a practicing witch since I was 18. And I've been studying quantum physics, mechanics, and spirituality for just as long. There's a lot of, I would say static around spirituality, witchcraft, the whole 9 yards, because from the outside looking in, it all looks very woo-woo and mystical and shit. It's actually very mechanical. It's very mechanical, it's very mathematical, it's very specific. And I'm going to teach you how to crack the code, because I cracked the code, so now I want to share with everybody else. Okay, so, manifestation. Manifestation is simply the act of choosing. It is quite literally making a decision and following through with it. Stay with me. Your wants, your desires, the things that you dream of having are not by accident. They're not just there because oh, it's just a passing thought. No, they're there for a reason. They're there to guide you. So the first thing you're going to do is learn to trust what it is that you want and act upon it. This is how you do that. Anytime you get the desire or the urge to do something, do it. Now, I'm not talking about impulsivity. I'm talking about, oh, I want to turn right instead of left. Turn right. Doing small things like that, or hey, I want to have this cookie instead of that cookie. Every time you make a decision to follow through with what you want, you are learning to trust yourself. This is the most important part. So, when you learn to trust yourself, you learn to trust your intuition. That is what your intuition is. Your intuition is basically your compass. You know how in Pirates of the Caribbean, it's Jack Sparrow has that compass, and it's it doesn't point to north, it points to what you truly desire. Everyone has one inside of themselves. You just don't know how to access it yet. This is how you train yourself to do so. So for instance, I want to eat this cherry. I eat the cherry, it tastes good, life is great. You do this with small things first. It may take you a couple weeks, couple months, couple years, depending on who you are, depending on your situation. But the more that you act upon the things that you want, the easier it becomes to decipher what it is that you want. So, that is step one. Step one is learn to decipher what it is that you want on the smallest scale, because what happens on the micro scale happens in a macro scale. As above, so below, all the 9 yards. Then what you're going to do is start wanting things that are a little bit bigger, right? So, I want to receive a bouquet of flowers. Okay, you want that. When you make the decision about what you want, speak it out loud. Speak it out loud. Say it to someone, say it to yourself, put it on a piece of paper, write it in your phone, say that you want it somewhere. Remember that you made that decision. Now, it doesn't actually matter how long it takes for you to receive that bouquet of flowers, because time is not linear, and time is not how you perceive it as being before and after, backwards and forwards. It is a constant spiraling, basically a DNA spiral, going up and up and up, repeating the same things over and over and over again. Eventually, because you decided you wanted those flowers, you will get them. It's just a matter of when or how. But the how and the when is not up to you. The what is. That's the key point. See, what I've noticed in a lot of people who struggle with manifestation is not getting what they want. What they get hung up on is the how and the when. That is not up to you. That is not up to you. You are a 3-dimensional being. You have no control over the flow of time. No control over it. Your only job is to move with it. And that's how we get to the second part, action. Action is quite literally the driving force of the entire universe. I mean, this is not a figure of speech. It is mechanical, quantum mechanical. Action is the driving force, the fuel, the spark that keeps the universe moving as it does. So, when you have what you have decided, when you decide what you want something, your next step is to take inspired action towards that desire. Does that make sense? We're not talking impulsive action. We're not talking, just throwing things out willy-nilly. No, doing things in each moment that bring you closer, or the actions will align with the desire. That's what alignment is. It's not about waiting for things to come to you. It's about positioning yourself in a place where those things can get to you. That's the important thing. This is already almost at 5 minutes, so I might have to make a second part, but I'm actually going to do that. Okay, so I think we left off at inspired action or something like that. So when you start taking inspired action towards the things that you actually desire, the things that you actually want in this life, you're going to start noticing things appearing basically at random. So like, oh my God, I said I wanted this and now it's happening. I said this was going to happen and now it's happening. That is the point. That is quite literally the point. You see, we were never meant to wait around for the things that we want to just be handed to us. Our job was to literally just go get them. Go get them. They're already there. Listen. The infinite expanse of time already exists. Everything that can and will happen has already happened because it is currently happening, just in a place where you cannot see it. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. This goes for a lot of things. So when you want something, that want, that desire, that feeling of like wanting something, that's just you peering into the position of yourself, of the person who already has it. Does that make sense? Anyways, back on topic. So when you finally decide what it is that you want, the universe has checks and balances in place because everything is about balance, everything is about equilibrium. Things have to maintain a certain scale. That is how we create flow. So when you decide that you want something, the universe is going to put into place things that are going to filter that desire to make sure that you actually want it. Because sometimes when we think that we want something, or we say that we want something, we genuinely believe that we want it, but then after receiving it, we realize, oh, that's not what we wanted. We wanted something else that felt similar to this, but not this thing specifically. So situations and circumstances are going to arise where they're going to test that desire. It's like, do you actually want this? Do you actually want to go through with it? And this is where most people stop. Most people stop once they hit a bit of tension, once they hit a bit of resistance. Like, oh, well, if there's any resistance, that means it's not meant for me. No, it just means that the universe is clarifying, this is what you want? You want this? Okay, let's keep it pushing. It's almost like it's giving you a second chance, a chance to call back and be like, oh wait, never mind, I'm taking a step back, I don't actually want this. For instance, say that you want a job, right? And then you apply for the job, you do the interviews, and then you get the job. But then in order to get the job, you have to move somewhere else. And to move somewhere else is going to there's going to be a bit of challenges in the way. These challenges are not to punish you. They are there to ensure that you actually want this. Can you overcome these challenges to have this thing? Because if you can, that means you actually want it. Because where there is a will, there is a way. As long as you provide the will, the universe will provide the way. The way is not up to you. The will is. It's not about how strong you are. It's not about how centered or mentally healthy you are. It's just about, do you have the will? Do you have the conviction? Do you really, really want that? And the bigger the desire, the bigger the challenges. The bigger the want, the bigger the resistance you're going to face. Because if you want something big, you're going to have to ensure that you are able to handle that big thing. This is the most crucial part of any manifestation. It is simply making the continuous choice to move towards it in spite of all that is in front of you trying to stop you from getting it. They're not trying to stop you from getting it. It's just to ensure that you realize the magnitude of what it is that you are bringing in, that you are aligning yourself with, that you are moving towards. So to do this, you are going to play a little game that we all like to call being Delulu. You are going to ignore everything that is not what the fuck it is that you want. If you do not want it, and it is in your line of sight, don't look at it. Look away. It's like blocking someone who's bothering you. You're gonna bother me on my own phone, the phone that I pay for? Blocked. Goodbye. The better you become at ignoring things that have nothing to do with you, that have nothing to do with what it is that you want, the quicker and the easier the things that you actually desire are going to come into your life. Okay, so this is my last part for today. I think we're going to leave off here today, but I wanted to, before we move on to the next part of manifestation, I also want to touch on something that's incredibly important, so I need you to listen to me. If you are trying to manifest something, or if you are in the process of manifesting something that is large, that is big to you, you are going to come across your own shadow. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. Snap your fingers, it is inevitable. This is going to scare you. It is going to scare you, but that is okay. My favorite mantra that I say to myself on a regular basis, be scared and do it anyways. Do it scared, because even if you do it scared, guess what, baby? You're still doing it. You're still doing it. That's the whole point. If you are like a lot of us and you grew up with this diminished sense of self-worth, or you have this insecurity within yourself that you do not somehow deserve the things that you desire because you're not worthy of them, it is going to be one of your biggest challenges that you are going to have to overcome in order to receive the things that you actually desire, right? So what you're going to do when these feelings of diminished self-worth, low self-esteem, imposter syndrome, anxiety, fear, when those things arise, what you're going to do is extend to yourself unconditional and unlimited grace. Grace, compassion, kindness, and love. It is so important that you do this. Do not beat yourself up for being afraid. Do not sit here and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm so scared. You're scared. That's okay. Everybody is scared. Nobody knows what they're doing. That's literally the whole point of us being here is so that we can learn. We're learning. We're all learning. That's our only job, is to learn, expand, evolve, the whole 9 yards. That's what we're here for. And what I'm here for is to remind you that you are worthy of what the things that you desire, you're worthy of them. You always have them because you were born with it. To be worthy of something is to exist. The only thing you have to do to earn worthiness is simply exist. It's to simply be here. You are already here, so therefore you have all the qualifications. If you want it, it's yours, baby. You just gotta ask for it. And the best way I've learned to overcome these worthiness wounds, these challenges that we face in the face of all it is that we want, is to practice speaking to yourself as if you were but a small child. Do not tell yourself that you're an idiot, because you're not. Your brain has no choice but to believe everything that you tell it, because your brain cannot differentiate between truth and lie. You can. The witness behind, who's the driver of the vessel that you are in, that can differentiate between truth and lie, but your brain cannot. Your brain is limited. It is limited in its capacity to understand certain things. Your job is to rewire your brain. We have neuroplasticity. The neural pathways in our brain can be rewired and retransmitted and refocused onto different things. So you're going to practice speaking to yourself kindly. Do not do the whole self-deprecating bullshit. I don't want to hear it. If you are my friend, then you know this about me. Under no circumstances, if you are in my presence, will I allow you to say some bullshit about yourself. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Don't say that around me, because it's wrong. It's not true, and your brain will believe it. You're bullying yourself. Are you a bully? You want to be a bully? Stop. Stop it immediately. If you make a mistake, I started off by self-aggrandization. Say I drop something. I am the best at dropping these things. Like, I am the sickest person alive at dropping things and breaking them. Oh no, I said the wrong word, I stuttered. I am the best at stuttering. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make a joke out of it to make it like easier for you to swallow, make it a self-aggrandizing joke. Be silly, be whimsical. It's not that serious, I promise you. Have you ever seen a serious tree? Have you ever seen a serious waterfall? Waterfalls are laughing constantly, 24/7, all day. Why are you hating yourself? That's when they say to love yourself is how you learn how to love other people. You can only love people at the depth of what you love yourself. You can only know people at the depth of what you know yourself. Learn to love yourself really, really well. Be your biggest cheerleader, even if you don't feel like it. Even if you don't feel like it. I don't care if you feel like it. Who gives a fuck if you feel like it? Do it anyways. It's your job. No one else has got you in this entire life for the rest of your life except for you. It is your responsibility. Take some accountability. Do it. Be nice to yourself. Be not just nice, kind. Kindness. You can hold yourself accountable. Hey, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done that. But you know what? I know better now, so I will do better now. That's it. Grace, forgiveness, kindness, love, unconditional. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The more you do this, the easier life becomes. And that's where we'll leave off today. Tomorrow, we're going to get into the juicy stuff. Stay tuned.